What's up everyone, Carter here, and in this video I want to show you how exactly you can start your own merch by Amazon business with very little to no money. Now there's a lot of benefits that come with using the merch by Amazon platform. One of them being there is no monthly subscription fee that you have to pay in order to sell on their platform. This is very uncommon for most platforms, like Amazon, you have to pay $40 per month to have a professional seller plan. On eBay, there's different seller plans. So with Merch by Amazon, there is no monthly fee that you do have to pay to actually sell on their platform. Second being Amazon does all the product fulfillment for you. Like I mentioned, or if you don't really understand the Merch by Amazon business model, you're basically creating a listing that consists of a design that you've created, a unique design that is going to be able to sell well, a title, description, and bullet points to help sell your product. Once the product is actually sold, Amazon is going to create that t-shirt for you, print whatever design on it, is going to ship it to your customer for you. And the third thing is you don't have to run any paid advertising at the beginning. I'd say probably 90% of people, 95% of people that are Merch by Amazon sellers just are getting their sales through organic search terms that are ranking. The things like cute dog paw shirt or cute dog paw t-shirt, or just there's all these different search terms that people are ranking for. But no, you do not have to spend $1 in advertising to create sales for your t-shirts. Now in this video, I actually want to break it down into 4 simple steps that you can follow to start your own Merch by Amazon business if you have very limited funds. So let's get right into it. The first thing you must do is you have to request an invite. You have to send an invitation that includes, I think it's like your name, your email, maybe a little bit about you, and if you do have a website or anything. But you do have to request an invitation to get accepted by the Merch by Amazon platform. So no, you can't just come in and sign up and immediately start going at it. You kind of have to wait for them to review your application and get accepted. It's very simple. It'll take just a couple of minutes to fill out, but the time duration between filling it out and getting accepted, there is no like it's done in 7 days, it's done in 14 days. I've heard it's taken anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple months, depending on your application or the amount of people that are applying to the program. So if you are watching this video, you do need to apply now. Request an invitation, sign up, and make sure it's sent so that you do have that opportunity to, maybe within the next couple of weeks or the next month or 2 months, you get accepted, boom, you're ready to go. But do not stop, do not click off of this video. I want you to go ahead, go to merchbyamazon.com and request and send your invitation. But stay on this video because I'm going to show you what you can do while you're waiting on getting accepted. So if it takes you a month to get accepted, I'm going to show you the exact steps you need to follow now that you can start today, so you can start getting results and start, listing and selling t-shirts immediately once you get accepted into the program. Step number 2, you need to start your design research process. So how exactly does this go? Well, for free, you can actually come on Amazon and go through other t-shirts and other sellers that are within the Merch by Amazon program. Now, I'm actually going to show you how you know. So for instance, I just looked up cute dog paw t-shirt. Now I'm scrolling through and you can see there's tons of different t-shirts, tons of different designs, but there's always something that stands out. These t-shirts right here, boom, 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 boom. These are all Merch by Amazon t-shirts. You can see most of them have this little tag, or they're just the same setup. Like this one, this is some third-party seller. This is a third-party seller, third-party seller. These are Merch by Amazon platform t-shirts. So they're fairly easy to spot once you're doing product research. Now what you want to do is you just want to scroll through and just see if there's anything that catches your eye. One thing is you want to look for reviews. So reviews obviously are the game of Amazon. If you can get reviews on your t-shirts, it's definitely going to increase sales and really set you apart from the competition. So usually when starting out, I stay away from t-shirts that have reviews. They already have a review. They've already had, quite a bit of sales most likely, and it's going to be fairly hard to compete with them. Obviously, if you do make a better design, if you do find a way to differentiate, obviously you still can't compete. But as a beginner, and just in my personal opinion, I like to stay away from those t-shirts that already have reviews. Now, when it comes to price points, what I like to see is a t-shirt that is selling decently well. Now, what I mean by that is you can actually click into a t-shirt And if you scroll down, you'll be able to find that product's sales rank. So each individual product on Amazon has its own sales rank. Now that sales rank basically helps determine how well and how often that product is selling on Amazon. So the lower the sales rank, the more often it's selling. Now, when it comes to clothing, I usually like to stick under, anywhere from a 4 to 500,000 sales rank, but it really just does depend on the shirt and usually what its price point is. So if our price point is like $19.99, like that's still going to leave you a really, really nice profit. Like I mentioned, I do want to stay away from products that have reviews. So let's just keep scrolling and see what we find. Let's actually go back and let's click this one right here, $19.99. Dog Rescue Mom. So that's a 1.8 million sales rank. That's a little too high. This one right here from 1999, 3 million. Okay, let's get away from these. Let's go funny dog t-shirts. Scrolling. Let's go to that first. Here's one right here. Funny dog quote definition. Here we go. 436,000 sales rank. So that's a pretty good sales rank. Because the shirt is actually for $19.99, so that is leaving you with a really, really nice profit. They have multiple colors, and this is something easy. Like you can just take this basically the same quote and just use a different font, maybe use a different setup. Just find a way for your T-shirt to differentiate, so there's no way for them to actually go and try to flag you for copyright or anything because they don't own the dog definition. Well, actually, this isn't a dog definition. This is something they made up. But you can just make something similar to this. Like, don't make the exact design, the exact same font, and the exact same spots, because that will, infringe their copyright, infringe their design. But if you make something different, something unique, and that stands out, maybe you can use color, or maybe you can use a different setup or a different text. You can be able to compete with this T-shirt. Now, you can even underprice. You could go at like a a $16.99 or $17.99 price point. So maybe your T-shirt design is even better, and you're $1 or $2 lower, so you can still get that sale. But that's just a little bit of a rundown of how you can do product research, how you can scroll through, go to different T-shirts, and scroll down and find the sales rank to get an understanding of how well and how often that product sells on Amazon. The third step is going to be graphic design. Now, this is a little bit more complicated in the sense that if you have very, very limited funds, I'm going to try to do my best to give you the cheapest option possible. So stick with me. But this is for people that aren't good at graphic design. So if you're somebody that can just go into, Adobe Photoshop or whatever software you use and can create a unique design, good for you. Still watch this portion because this is ultimately what you're going to have to do if you want to scale your merch by Amazon business. Because if it takes you 10, 20, 30 minutes to make a design, if you're wanting to start making multiple designs a day, it just makes sense to outsource that process. So there's two different websites I'm going to show you. There is Fiverr and Upwork. So Fiverr is more of a, I'd say, beginner format website. So obviously you can just go and do what you're searching for. So let's go graphic design. You can even look up T-shirt design if you really want to niche it down. Like there's like 5,500 results of graphic design. Let's just go T-shirt design. T-shirt design. You can find different T-shirt designers. Look, the first listing right here. I will do creative T-shirt design for merch by Amazon, $5. So usually you can get things for everything's price starting at $5. However, you can find gigs. Well, they'll give you discounts like here. So I will do bulk T-shirt design. So for $15, you can get 5 T-shirt designs created for $3 per T-shirt. So already just going through just the first couple of listings, we've been able to go and find a way for us to get our T-shirts done for $5. When I first started, I found a supplier, I mean, not a supplier, but a seller, and actually contacted them directly. I'm like, hey, I'm really pushing out, a lot of designs. I'm willing to work with you. And I think I got it down all the way to like $1.50, $1.75. Don't quote me on that. But if you find a good seller, and I recommend just trying multiple sellers because some sellers are going to, be able to provide a better service than others. That's also why I like to look at the reviews. Obviously, the higher reviews, but the more times that they've taken on people to create designs for. So that's just something you want to go through. Some of the benefits of this website is you can go through and you can really niche down, but delivery time. So if you want your T-shirt done in the next 24 hours, Like, boom, I want people that are gonna make in 24 hours. So now it just narrowed down my results to people that can boom in 24 hours. Maybe you want an experienced seller, language, a price range. It really is all up to you. Now, the next website I want to show you is Upwork. Now, this is a little bit more, not complicated, but it's a little bit more professional. So let's go t-shirt design, because when comparing Upwork and Fiverr, Fiverr is like a seller, and basically you're going on their listing and you're purchasing their gigs. Something like Upwork is you're actually hiring a freelancer. Now, you can pay per hour or you can pay per gig. That's something that you set up in the beginning of the process. So for t-shirt design, I'm going to go into filters. Now you can see how many people were there. There were 260 people that basically fit the t-shirt design as a freelancer. So if you want people that have had a job rate success of 80% and up, let's go ahead and click that. If you want to, certain earnings, if you want to have people that accept $10 and below. Now all this is negotiable. So if someone is $10 to $30 per hour, if you just communicate with them and tell them exactly what you want done, how quickly they can get it done, most likely you can get that hourly rate below. I'm actually going to change this t-shirt design just to graphic design. There's going to be a lot more options. They're going to be able to make the same design for you regardless if it's for a t-shirt or not. Okay, here's a lot more results. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go, just go $10 and below, with a job rate of 80% and up. All right, so now let's just go ahead and scroll down and see. So you can see these people have earned a ton of money working for, $10 or below. Now, that is not the price point you have to pay. If they have $10 on there or $10 here or $9.50 here, I guarantee if you just communicate with them, you can go for a lower price point. I'm talking about anywhere from $2 to $4 per hour. Now think about that. If they can, if they work for 4 hours, and even if they do one design every 30 minutes, that's 8 designs. That's 8 designs a day. And if you're only charging, $2 to $4 per hour, I mean, you're getting these designs at an extremely low rate. And you can even have them do, I'd be like, okay, minimum 3 designs per hour. So if you're paying, $2 per hour and they're making 3 designs, that's under $1 per design. So if you really, really want to save money, if you're doing probably more of like a higher volume, definitely Upwork will be a great place. It's not very complicated. Just go through, contact them. Or you can post a job as well. So you can post exactly what's going to be done, what type of things they're going to be designing, how many per day, per week, per month. And other freelancers that are interested in your job will go and basically respond to you. So there's multiple ways you can get in contact with other freelancers. But yes, those are 2 different websites that you can look into. This one's more beginner friendly. Either way, if you just scroll through and communicate with the freelancers and sellers, you will be able to get a really, really cheap price point per design. The fourth step is to just sell, sell, sell. What I mean by that is you just want to create as many sales as possible for your t-shirt. Now, at the beginning, when you first start launching t-shirts, like don't always have the mindset that you want to make, the highest profit possible, because that's not always the case. For some designs, they're just going to be so unique and they're going to be so cool that people are going to want to spend a premium for them. However, it is going to be a little bit difficult to start ranking at the beginning. Now, I'm not going to talk about too many tips about ranking and stuff because that's not really the point of this video. But you can start with maybe lower price points. So $12.99 is obviously a lot lower than $19.99, $16.99, $16.91. So someone who doesn't want to spend the extra $4 will go and purchase your t-shirt instead of these other ones. So that is something to think about. Obviously, reviews do play a factor, but pricing is probably the design is the #1 factor, and then purchasing. So if you do have a quality and unique design, people will pay a premium to purchase your t-shirt. Other than that, you just want to create as many sales as possible for your t-shirts. If you paid $3 for your design to be created, maybe you can set it at a price point where you make $1.50 and then just wait until you sell 2 units of that t-shirt, and then you can gradually move your price point up, or maybe price it at somewhere where you're making a $3 profit. So it basically, cuts out the $3 buy cost for the design you already paid. And then every extra additional sale after that is just pure profit. So that's something that you have to decide within your merch by Amazon business. But the goal is to just get as many sales as possible for your t-shirts, keep ranking them for different search terms, and ultimately your t-shirts will be very, very profitable with Amazon doing all the fulfillment. Anyways, that's it for this video. Hopefully I gave you maybe a better understanding of what exactly merch by Amazon is and how you can potentially start your own merch by Amazon business if you have very little to no funds. Because I know a lot of people like this whole online selling thing. I personally think it's one of the best ways to create an additional income. Lots of people watch my videos. This is a great way to start. Now, like I mentioned, if you haven't signed up for your Merch by Amazon application, go to merchbyamazon.com and send in your application so you have a chance to get accepted as soon as possible so you can immediately start applying these tips today. You can start getting your first 10, 15, 20 designs, already designed, paid for, and ready to go. That so when your application does get accepted, you can immediately start listing your t-shirts and start creating your sales and start growing your Merch by Amazon business. Also, feel free to comment below if you do have any questions regarding anything I just went over. I will try my best to get back to them with the best possible answer. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe because I am always going to be putting out content of how you can potentially create your own stream of income selling products online. And on that note, I'll see you guys next video.